Hello everyone, my project's title is Innovation or Reduplication. I have talked with some of the key stakeholders like the superintendent of HCPA, Dr. Han, and the director of learning and teaching, Ms. Jovanik, about the core issue on how to ensure students gain solid fundamental skills in English. The core student population is nearly 100% Southeast Asian HSPA. Its mission is to provide the best integrated, challenging, and well-rounded educational experience to students in grades K-12. During the 2013-14 school year, 43% of students were identified as LEP, Limited English Proficient. At the same time, it has been very challenging to make it happen with the limited available funding. One part of the overall challenge for HSCPA is to bring students to grade level requirements before they enter third grade, eighth grade, and high school. In an effective and organized manner, HSCPA began a strategic plan for growth that was developed before the school opened as a K-12 charter school in 2004. The model HCPA has been using to run the school has the most significant impact in resolving the problem, which is about increasing students' English proficiency based on the facts mentioned above, creating opportunities for students to cultivating their habit of reading English books both in school and home, increasing the awareness of growth mindset with a global perspective among all members of the learning community, cultivating and emphasizing the various values in students' minds. In fact, students have gained growth with regular classes and daily college prep classes over years. It can be answered who needs to be involved in creating the readiness for the plan and in the implementation of the plan from HCPA 2015 annual report. From the beginning, HCPA has addressed the multiple intelligences model: musical, visual, verbal, logical, kinesthetic, interpersonal, intrapersonal, naturalistic, and essential to meet the needs of the minority students in HCPA. Many case studies addressing growth across the curriculum for students whose primary education needs are met were used to design this beneficial K-12 program. For high school students, there are many ways offered to earn college credits on campus: CIS, AP, honors level courses, PSEO. For all students in K-12 in HCP, there is a program called College Prep that enhances students' knowledge and skills that are indirect content area subjects. Still, this program is essential in increasing students' interest in learning and cultivating students' positive characters, which will significantly prompt students' academic gains in return. Additionally, there are also a variety of sports provided for middle school students and high school students, including boys soccer, girls soccer, middle school soccer, running club, girls volleyball, boys basket, girls basket, and middle school basket. Furthermore, there are also some other activities that greatly enrich students' life at school: robotics, National Honor Society, theater and drama programming, band programming, and fishing club. I also found the following information about the YELS program cited from the 2015 annual report can demonstrate how HCPA has been contributing to this goal. English as a second language program, HCPA continued a highly constructed and organized YEL program for both new-to-country students like Thai, Korean, and Hmong, and students who are not linguistically ready for mainstream classes. The solutions are 5 licensed K-12 EL teachers work extensively with students who have high EL needs. 3 classrooms provide support in language issues and other academic needs. The EL teachers also co-taught in push-in model and worked collaboratively with mainstream teachers in their classrooms to assist in meeting students' needs and assistant teachers to implement EL strategies and best practices. And most of the serviced students in HSBA arrived in country between 2004 and now. Not as many new Hmong students came in the 1990s and early 2000s. EL teachers co-taught with some content teachers to ensure the mainstream classes that have level 5 EL students understood concepts and learned objectives presented by regular classroom teachers. HCA met the goal in the fall of 2020 with its first year serving all K-12 grade levels. HCBA strongly believes that the longer students are with the school, the stronger they will become as students. The student retention rate in HCBA was 89% overall in 2020. All programs and activities are focused not just on their graduation day, but to prepare students for life of the adult in their expanded world. HCBA had a few students who have reached level 5 and were functionally and fully mainstreamed with EL20 support over the years. That's from 2015 annual report. Over the years, HCPA has used quantitative and qualitative data to monitor and adjust its programs. College readiness proficiency levels have increased 76% since 2016, which cited from a 2020 annual report. The data published on MCA goals and results reading can be used in evaluating the effectiveness of the action plan that HCB has taken. Reading proficiency has increased 50% since 2014. Math proficiency has increased 16% since 2014. Science proficiency has increased 8% since 2014. These are cited from a 2020 annual report. HCPA can continue implementing the current model to run the programs intended to make incremental improvements which can be implemented with our current knowledge and skills. What is crucial for schools, district, and educator systems is not just defining the deep learning competencies, but identifying their interrelationships practice that foster progression in their development, and ways to cultivate and share those practices with the consistency for all learners. As every educator knows, the last thing states should be doing is decreasing school funding. More equitable and adequate allocation of financial inputs to schooling provides a necessary underlying condition for improving the equity and adequacy of outcomes. There is an interesting thing. Minnesota's over $11,000 per pupil spending was above the national average, but well below the over $21,000 spent on students in New York, and nearly double the over $6,000 spent by Utah. Compared to the North Star states spending, New York spent 77.5% more per pupil. Alaska and DC spent 69% and 62% more Yet, Minnesota students' reading and math proficiency levels were significantly higher than all three states. HCPA probably still will face some challenges in future, like tight budgets, rising students' needs, higher standards, political pushback, and competing interests. But all of these factors won't affect the momentum of becoming stronger and more powerful in providing more competitive and effective programs for all students K-12.